And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Now, here's Nurkic, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Hits, count that one from Nurkic. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now, here's Nurkic, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic in the post. Jokic defending. Kicks it out to Lillard. Covington passes to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Pass to Powell. Feeds it to Nurkic, and it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lillard against Murray. And the pass to Powell. Now Nurkic. Over Jokic. Hits. Caught that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Covington. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Murray.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Lillard with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Inside, Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 4. Dishes it to Covington. Pass to Nurkic. And he makes good on the layup. Nurkic has got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
McCollum against Barton. And the shot is good.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard looking around. The shot comes out.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Shoots it. Jokic passes to Millsap. And he gets the whistle. 2 for... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
McCollum outside. Three-pointer. Here's Cantor. McCollum against Murray. Here's Cantor. And at last, they get one to fall.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's McCollum. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, up 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Kanter's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Gordon. Right side Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Anthony. And he comes up with the deuce. Anthony's got his first 2 points of the night.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Murray, the pass to Green. Anthony with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. The Nuggets making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Millsap. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D from Kanter.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Barton. Five on the clock. Kicks it to McGee. Baseline J on the way. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Portland trailing here. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Passes to Cantor. He nails it, and we're tied up. Cantor's got 6 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Porter. Little comes with the double team. Jokic passes to McGee. It's good.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
McCollum against Barton. Count that one.
Yeah, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Barton outside. He dishes it to McGee. Doubled by McCollum. Here's Jokic. Count it. Good. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Up top, Porter. Second chance effort, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing, and the foul goes against Portland.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Little, and Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee with it. Now Covington defending. Barton outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bol, that's good.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Lillard outside. Barton defending. Back to Lillard. Here's Nurkic.
And you watch Bol on the defensive end.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in. Thanks for joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. Kicks it out to Gordon. Barton drives in. In the corner, Murray with it. Clock at 4. Jokic trying to free himself up. Barton, no luck. And for Portland, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Shoots from the elbow. And the jumper falls for him. McCollum's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Pass to Jokic. Murray surveying the D. 2 points. That one goes. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. And Covington stays with it.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. On the wing, Gordon. And it's Murray penetrating. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Murray's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Porter kicks to Murray. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's McCollum for 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Michael Porter. Barton outside. To the paint. Got a piece of it. To the inside. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. There's the pass to Nurkic. Good defense by Jokic.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Lillard on top. He's covered by Murray. Murray against Lillard. There's the dish to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here is Lillard. Fires from deep. And that one is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Jokic slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Lillard from outside. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Murray outside. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. It's stolen by Little. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Nuggets on top, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Anthony out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Millsap left side. That's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And that one drops. Simons has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Campazzo. Here's Green. Tries yet again, and that one's good. Millsap.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Dishes to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Six on the shot clock, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Murray with it. Now Anthony defending to the middle, 14 feet away. Rebounded by Anthony.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Gordon against Jones. And it's Gordon penetrating. Outside for Murray. Back to Gordon. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Portland leading by 3. Now McCollum. Pass to Simons. Picked away. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Dozier. It's good. Dozier's got his first bucket of the night.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
McCollum outside. Five to shoot. He feeds it to Cantor. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for JaMychal Green. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Campazzo. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Lillard kicks the foul. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lillard outside. Inside. There's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Dozier passes to Jokic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Gordon's checked in for Denver. Lillard from outside. It's money from deep.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
50 seconds left in the game. Ahead, Anthony with it, now guarded by Porter. And then Lillard slams it in.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Passes it to Jokic. It counts! And he has brought them to within 2 points. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 2. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A stunning view of the moon. And we've got
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Josh Richardson.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Doncic against Covington. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
McCollum outside. Shoots from the line. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Right wing. Porzingis inside. Working on Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Nurkic after Luka Doncic's bucket. The shot by Lillard wide open. Nice open look, but it's no good. And Doncic, here we go. Here we go, one-on-one. McCollum passes to Nurkic. To the middle. Kicks it out to Lillard. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. And McCollum launches it from deep. The offensive rebound. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Mavericks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Boy, he launched that one from way outside. McCollum's got 5.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
And now Portland on the break. Powell, no one around him. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 3. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And the basket is good.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Shoots over Redick. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Redick surveying the D. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Trailblazers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
Well, Enes Kanter continues to prove his worth, guys. An outstanding player on the offensive end.
And Kanter drops them both. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 3. Here's Cauley Stein. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And here's Portland. Outside Anthony. Out to the right wing. And here's McCollum for 3. Moves back up. Kanter kicks it out to Jones. Lets it go with the 3. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Jones. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Brunson scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Portland leading by 4. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McCollum kicks to Kanter. And stolen by Redick. And he commits the intentional foul. On the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here is Hardaway. Powell dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Doncic.
You got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
Lillard against Hardaway. Pass to Kanter.
Please.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Finney-Smith. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Poked loose. Jones with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Doncic outside. Yes, that goes in. Doncic has got 11 points.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Lillard against Richardson. Anthony looking it over. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Richardson.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Now here's Anthony. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Nurkic misses the follow-up. Here we go, one-on-one. And stolen by Lillard. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Covington with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Doncic against Lillard. 15 seconds left here in the second. Lillard against Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 seat. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's McCollum. They get it back.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Doncic looking it over. And now Portland on the break. Cullen passes to Cannon. And he gets the whistle. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 to shoot. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Powell for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doncic outside. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Lillard finds Nurkic. The layup missed.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Richardson the pass to Powell. Now Lillard. 12 points for him. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Richardson cover. Back to Lillard. Pulls it from the elbow. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 1:41 left in the third. Brunson kicks to Burke. Nice move. And the layup is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Here is Lillard. To the left side wing. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
The pass to Finney-Smith. 46 seconds left to play in the third. And that one's good. Burke.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town. And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Lillard, here's Cantor. Stolen by Brunson. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by McCollum. Now here is Hardaway. Good D by Covington. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 4. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And the dunk by Covington.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Brunson. And the call, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Stolen by Brunson. Inside, here's Richardson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
McCollum against Richardson. McCollum dishes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. Puts it up from 15. Tips it. And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick comes in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Pass to Porzingis. Redick with it. The three for Doncic. Good on the three-point shot.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Lillard surveying the D. He feeds it to Kanter. That one drops for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Enes Kanter, so aggressive and assertive. Big-time play.
Doncic with it. And the wide-open shot from Redick. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Lillard misses. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Anthony.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Portland with a change here, too. Nurkic is checked in.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. They grab their own miss.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Doncic outside to the paint. Here's Redick. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Lillard from outside. The Mavericks pull it in.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And Redick kicks to Hardaway. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
Lillard, yes!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Doncic left side. Inside. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Make no mistake, guys, the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic is special. Even at a young age, this guy can pick apart a defense.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
The free throw drops for Lillard.
Oh, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical three-point cushion. What poise.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2. Murray the pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Fast break, Dallas. Richardson kicks to Doncic. The shot from the low post is good. Doncic has got his second basket. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Doncic following the score by Aaron Gordon. The pass to Finney-Smith. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And that one, good.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Murray finds Barton. Back to Murray. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Gordon. Jokic with it. Porzingis with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
Jokic with the bucket.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Brunson. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. Outside Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. This one for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. It's Barton with the drive. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Barton.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Offline with his 3. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. He gets that one.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Powell against Green. Outside Hardaway. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Aaron Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and there's JaVale McGee. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Down low, Millsap with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running. What a terrific move that was.
Nice to see Millsap sprint ahead on the fast break and get the easy look at the rim.
Brunson kicks to Powell. Millsap with the steal. And it's Gordon penetrating. Campazzo, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The Mavericks leading. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And it's Gordon with the finish.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
Outside Hardaway. Over Millsap, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Pass to Murray. Now Jokic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Hangs in the air, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Jokic. He kicks it to McGee. Murray the pass to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. On the clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 4.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
They get the rebound. Passes it to Jokic. Over Hardaway. They shoot again. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Brunson. They get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic with it. He's got 10. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Rebound by the Nuggets. Left side Gordon. And Barton throws it down.
Whoa, you got to watch out when Barton leaves the floor, throwing the hammer down there.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Gordon the pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
So that'll be it for the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Back to Murray. He dishes it to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And the basket by Gordon.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Doncic against Murray. Fouled on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 16. Gordon with it. Out-defended by Cauley-Stein. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the shot goes down.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Porter finds Murray. Back to Porter. Fires for three. The shot that time not on target. And it's Dallas the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Nuggets trail by 5. Campazzo, Brunson covering. To the middle, here's Green. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Burke. Lays it up and banks it in. Burke's got his first points in this one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Murray dishes to Porter. Inside. Takes the 13-footer. No good on the shot. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Now the pass to Burke. High post try. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. And good that time. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Burke, the pass to Cauley-Stein. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Porter against Hardaway. Now Porter, 8 points for him. And the shot goes in. Porter's got 10 points in the game. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. Pass to Powell. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. And that one, good. And now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Mavericks lead by... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here are the Mavericks now. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Green. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 guard. 5 on the clock. Here's Kleba. Rebound by the Nuggets. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Richardson against Barton. And that one drops for him.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And Doncic gets it to go.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Gordon. What a chance!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a chance!
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Here's Doncic. Basket good. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Barton finds Millsap. Back to Barton. And stolen by Richardson. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And the basket by Gordon.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Richardson with it, all guarded by Murray. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Doncic has got 27.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from 3-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Back to Gordon. And foul up. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaMychal Green, and it's Michael Porter in for Paul Millsap. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Porzingis making it count, wants to come through big time and does here.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Good on the shot. Gordon's got 12 points now in the quarter.
tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Doncic against Murray. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Here's Murray. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Outside, Porter. Pass to Barton. Dishes to Gordon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Nuggets on D. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Barton.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Porter. Here's Gordon. Count it!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
And here is Doncic. Money!
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Coming up next. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Jokic in at the center position. Now McCollum following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. And a wide-open look for McCollum on the mark with the 15-footer. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game. Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
The Trailblazers on offense. Lillard outside. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and Lillard gets double teamed. McCollum outside, feeds it to Nurkic, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Will Barton.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Here's Murray. The pass to Gordon. He gets it in there.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Now, here's Lillard over Jokic. Here's Nurkic. Covington down low. He's covered by Murray.
And I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on his shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. It's hauled in by Jokic. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Outside for Murray. Millsap. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. McCollum against Murray. McCollum passes to Kanter. In the corner, it's Little. Stolen by Gordon. It's 2-on-1. Here's Murray. That one falls.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Trailblazers trail by 4. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. They double team McCollum. Little kicks to McCollum. And it falls over the rim and in.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. Taken away by Anthony. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge. Pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And that one is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A three from McCollum. A second chance effort. And Kanter with the lay-in. Good. Kanter's got his second basket of the game.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. They're up. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the 2.
And this is peak Dame, rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Barton kicks to Porter. Back to Barton. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to McGee. Shot clock at 5. Nurkic with the steal. And stolen by Barton. That one misses. Good D by Covington. Powell, the pass to Jones. Back to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Porter with it. Lillard picks him up. Now the feed to Barton. The shot will not fall.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Stolen by McCollum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. It's McCollum on the wing. Here's the 3. Portland again missing. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Porter. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Little in for Derek Jones.
Speed and athleticism of Barton, superb. So venomous on these drives to the rim. Take that, fellas.
Passes it to Simons. Clock at 6. And Kanter throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
It's McCollum with the drive. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Barton against McCollum. Right wing. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Nuggets now. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Jokic, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. On the wing, Gordon, taken away by Anthony. Now Lillard. He's got 5. Offensive rebound, and Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
6 to shoot. Murray, the pass to Barton. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Nailed from three-point land.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Jokic inside. He's against Cantor, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be Jokic shooting. That one's on Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Portland, and Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard.
You know, one of the things I like about Jokic's game is that he's a great passer for a center, and in many ways, his game reminds me of Vlade Divac.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. Green against Anthony. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Campazzo Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Cantor against Jokic. Here's Cantor. He's got 10 and a lot of contact on. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic has checked in, and a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Outside Porter. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from McGee.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And it's in there. Nurkic has got 8.
Yeah, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
To the paint. McGee, the pass to Millsap. Tries again, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from McGee.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
That's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Porter makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And his first shot of the game, no good. And Murray, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drives. I like his fearlessness going to the hole. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Trailblazers. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for...
Yes, sir!
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. McCollum finds Nurkic down low. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Millsap passes to Barton. Murray surveying the D. It's over Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for Derek Jones. Powell, no one around him. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Jermichael Green. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Barton outside. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting.
And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland trailing here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
And, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. It's Barton with the drive, and Barton throws it down.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
Looking to end his cold spell, and it's finished off inside by McCollum. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Back to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. And here's Jokic. 5 to shoot. Barton passes to Jokic. Misses from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Powell. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Anthony on the wing. Cantor, high post. Now the dish to McCollum. They double-team McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Back to Murray. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Here's Simons. And it's good for 2. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Martin passes to Murray. To the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
They double team McCollum. And Cantor throws it down.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Cantor. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Cantor. Yes!
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and stolen by Barton. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Lillard, back to Nurkic, the 10-footer. Denver grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one, and there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Lillard way outside. Right between the eyes. And, oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. Here's Murray. Oh, he can't jam it home.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Now here's Powell, following the miss by C.J. McCollum.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Hardaway. A special move before the shot. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Now here's Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Just 5 to shoot. Covington kicks to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the Mavericks with it. And Doncic, here we go. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's McCollum. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And McCollum uses his wily strip to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Powell, that's good.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go.
No, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
McCollum outside. Lillard from outside. The Mavericks pull it in. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Misses the three. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Kicks it out to Richardson. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They trail by 1. And he gets the bucket. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
What a dead-eyed McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. The wide-open look here for Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers shooting to start out this game about 43%. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Good. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. Out to Porzingis. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Lillard way outside. Trailblazers keep it alive. Outside, Covington. Portland moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Richardson outside. They get it again. And another shot. Here's Marjanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. McCollum outside. Count that one.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 9. Yep, that one goes. McCollum's got 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Powell. Off the left rim and out. Portland leading. Fast break. Here they come. The 3 from McCollum. Up again. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here's Brunson. That shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. Little with the ball. Now defended by Cauley Stein. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Little. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Redick following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cauley Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's how you turn defense to offense. Cauley Stein is such an active presence on the court.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's Powell on the wing. Covered by Redick. Powell dishes to Nurkic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Brunson the pass to Powell. Covington with the steal. And Portland turns it over again. The Mavericks shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. 1:57 left in the first half. Count it.
Assist goes to J.J. Redick.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. There's the feed to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. 11 feet away. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Brunson the bounce pass. Now here's Redick. D right on him, and he converts the layup. Redick's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Lillard outside. The 3 connects from 3-point range.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Cauley Stein, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. And it's 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Covered by Redick. Lillard outside. Shoots over Brunson. That shot misses. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Powell. No good from Finney-Smith.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. It's Lillard, top of the key. That one goes in.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, a tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 13 points and 1 assist. What did you think about... And that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1, so that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Doncic. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's McCollum, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Another shot, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Dallas shooting at a decent 44% clip here. The drive by Doncic. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Lillard against Doncic. Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Strong finish by Kanter. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Doncic feeling it out and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. No, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's deflected. And now Portland on the break. And the shot goes in.
There's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Here's Doncic. Second chance shot. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And the basket by Lillard. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Marjanovic. He kicks it to Hardaway. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lillard looking around. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 14 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Here's Doncic. Trying to get open as Marjanovic. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Doncic. Got a hand on it.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Fast break, Dallas. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Three-pointer, Lillard keeps it alive and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Redick with it. To the middle. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Finney Smith.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Redick against McCollum. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Dallas making a switch here. LA's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Drops in the layup for two.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
McCollum outside. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Finney-Smith, and such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's McCollum. Covington kicks to McCollum. Over Redick. Kept alive.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. The pass to Melly. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the dunk by Powell.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Here's Simons. Mavericks with the rebound.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Runs in the pass to Finney-Smith. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Got to admire the passion Leonard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now here's Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Lillard outside. The dish to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets the three fly. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas with the ball. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Porzingis can't hit. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Lillard from outside. It's in! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Lillard against Doncic. Feeds it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. The 3 won't fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Aaron Gordon. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post, strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. But I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Here's Richardson. Lays it up off the glass.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Doncic against Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Stolen away. Here's Richardson. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon finds Murray. offensive rebound.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Doncic against Murray. Richardson, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Barton outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
That free throw good from Barton. Here's Doncic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Porzingis trying to get free, and Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Murray surveying the D, and a miss there on the triple. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far, and Doncic throws it down.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Porter finds Murray. Back to Porter. Richardson against Barton. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Inside, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Porter passes to Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, just so good at navigating his way into that painted area. Incredible confidence from Aaron Gordon.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way. 3 on 3. Here's Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of confidence. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Barton and Jokic wide open. He shoots, finds himself wide open and drills it. Jokic has got 6.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Jokic. Nice D from Porzingis. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Murray, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Green. Now here's Green, and the pass to Millsap. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
Check out the footwork from Millsap. Rolls off the pick smooth and gets to his spot.
Brunson finds Powell. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Misses from short range. The Nuggets trail by 3. On the wing, Green. Here is McGee. Back to Green. Over Hardaway. And it's McGee with the jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Cauley-Stein. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Pass to Green. Over to the left wing. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Good on the bucket. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Brunson kicks to Powell. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
The shot's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Millsap's running. Murray, the pass to Millsap. It's not going to go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. And there's the feed to Cauley-Stein. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. To the wing right side. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's the break for the finish. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And Cauley-Stein so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic is checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for JaMychal Green. And Barton subbed in for Murray. Chalk up 2 there. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Yeah, Luka Doncic is able to dominate possessions with the ball in his hands. Go ahead and do work on both ends, Luka.
To the wing on the left. Here's Dozier, guarded by Doncic. Clark kicks to Dozier. 5 on the clock. Nice D from Doncic.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside for Millsap. Clark outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. For three, Gordon. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Richardson, good.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
The Nuggets trail. Clark outside. Millsap kicks to Clark. Back to Millsap. Kleba with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And that'll do it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, and Kenny alone. And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
Porter finds Gordon. Porter trying to free himself up. And that one hits back iron. Richardson right side. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 6 now for the man.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis. Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Gordon the pass to Porter. Murray against Kleba. Jokic inside. 6 points for him. The shot off that time.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And the dunk by Doncic.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Kleba kicks to Porzingis. He feeds it to Doncic, and he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porter with a block, and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Floats it up for Murray.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Doncic looking it over. Richardson for 3. Porter pulls it in.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Murray, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now, Doncic, he's got 20. Here's Finney-Smith. They get it back. Out to the right wing. The shot by Kleba, wide open. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
Murray against Doncic. Passes it to Kleba. Doncic against Gordon. Doncic passes to Kleba. Out 3 off the mark. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And the basket by Gordon.
You've got to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't, you're toast.
There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. To the right side. Finney Smith kicks to Kleba. Doncic against Murray. They get it back. Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And every year it seems to me Kristaps Porzingis willing to take on more and more responsibility. There is a process to becoming a better leader, and Kristaps Porzingis is right in the middle of it.
Now here's Barton. Here's McGee. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. And even 3-on-3 break. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Porzingis with the ball, and McGee picks him up defensively. Here's Brunson. Banked in off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here is McGee. Outside Porter. Green left side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And both free throws good for Green.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Back to Brunson. With 2 seconds left. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Over Millsap. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
How about the shot mechanics of your 7-footer? Kristaps Porzingis is efficient in catch and shoot.
Barton kicks to Porter. Down low. Green dishes to Porter. 5 to shoot. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Back to Brunson. The 3. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Barton, no luck.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. It's deflected and stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Jokic is running. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Porter's checked in for Paul Millsap. And that one's good. Doncic.
Just another way. Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Takes a shot at the elbow. That shot missing. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 12. The kick out to Barton. Kleber against Porter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
1:31 left in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. And it's sent back by Jokic. Floats it up for Jokic. That shot no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Gordon with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside, shoots the three. Offensive rebound. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Denver has possession. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Porter kicks to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. It's Barton with the drive. Right side, Gordon. Misses off the right iron. Doncic against Murray. Let's go. Doncic with the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...